catch called for and made. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And the 35 has got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Touchdown, Iowa State.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. by the defense. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Got his man. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Slams ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Delivers the contact. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one. How offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one's on its way, and the leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. If you can trust your guy, I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks.
Texas Tech 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
They pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominate at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming.
Get set, get set.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Well, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to them to force the incompletion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways or try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Line to set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not...
Gonna let it fly. Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The corners are walked up tight. Calls his own number. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go to zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Scrambling away. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They try to pop a run on the draw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Red Raiders will snap it on first and 10. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the run, still looking. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a first and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see them square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
QBs that that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackle.
He's going for the big play. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. interception.
And they'll take over.
And on the
First
opening
and 10.
drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get deep. When they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this
Iowa
offense.
State, 38. Texas Tech, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. And he's thrown another interception. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do...
Touchdown, Cyclones! And the punishment has been extended.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas Tech, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I tell you, you don't see fullbacks in college football too often anymore, but how about that guy on that play? Catching the ball for a first down. Nice.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend? You have a weapon like this in running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. At the 45 on its way. Flying down the left side. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They call the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, Texas Tech, 27.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable this last drive.
It sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Sends it downfield. And the double coverage. And they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Offense getting set for first down.
42 Spider.
He'll try the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Here's the score. Iowa State, 52. Texas Tech, 27.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set, get set.
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead really win a lot more football games. So I think that you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The running back carry. Gain of 3. Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. give to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense. Right? That's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to punch it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down to this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. Down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting protecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time.